Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. I'm back. Unfortunately, I lost to David in the semis of this little online tournament that my club runs. So we're going to be watching the finals, David versus Brad. I guess we'll put Brad on the bottom, David on the top. Yeah, I played decently in the match, so can't be too disappointed in it. Apparently, I made a couple of blunders. So I'm on the bottom here as black. So we can take a quick look at my blunders um, before as they get started. 3-1 here. Oh, so what did I do? Okay. Yeah, so I'm containing. So one thing I'm down 0-4, which I guess doesn't matter here, but I'm trying to contain this. I hit a late shot. I'm trying to hit the white checker. The computer reasonably wants to make the 3 points. I didn't. I'm not sure I even saw it at the time. I mean, my play. I mean, it's possible I would have done my play anyways, but because it's great. I need to contain the back checker, so I got great outfield control. But yeah, apparently getting the fourth point is just sort of key. Also puts that semi-dead checker on the 4 point to use. So I guess the outfield control is good enough here. Like I'm very likely hitting him next in a turn or two. So I mean within a few turns I should say. So I guess the 4 point is key. The fourth point in the board is key. I just didn't see that. Oh, 6-3 here, really? You know, this surprises me. I think I did see this possibility. Okay, one thing I'm down now. The score does kind of matter in a way. I can't be gammoned here. I'm down 0-6 to 7. So I think, oh, okay, why not make the 5 prime? You know, lock these four guys in. I mean, I got a safer play, but I'm still leaving 8 shots. Oh, I see. No, this makes the 5 prime also. Oh yeah, I did not. Maybe I did not see this exact play. 16 to 10, 9 to 6. Right, still making sort of he's just got fives out and they don't hit. So yeah, this is clear. I wish I saw this. Yeah, so actually my two big errors were just oversights. That's a shame. I could have played like a really good match. Hmm. Although this one is possible. Even if I saw making the three is possible, I would have went for the outfield control. But I guess the idea is, you're gonna hit so often anyways. Even after the play that doesn't get the outfield control, maybe not right away, but in like the next couple turns, that having the good board locked up is sort of key. Hmm. Also, my play leaves 6-5 to hit. Anyways, one problem I think was I actually did see I could make the 17 and block sixes, double sixes, and so that was like pretty attractive to me. And then I was like, well, the other idea is this thing. And then I spent all my time deciding between the two. I totally overlooked the third possibility. Anyways, let's actually go to why we're here. So this is Brad on the bottom, David on top. This is a 9 point match. Looks like David just doubled. He doubled already. I don't know if it was right. It was right then or not. All right, so 5-1. Okay, so Brad reasonably solids up because he's kind of afraid of being attacked. He could have jumped up, but yeah, that leaves him pretty exposed. So I like how Brad played that. Yeah, the 23 point anchor looks quite good here since the 8 point is gone. White's 8 point is gone. All right, black on roll. He's winning. He's probably is cube full winning here. I don't think he has enough to cube though with those two men still trapped though. So yeah, I would hold off and then I'll play like 13 to 7, 8 to 7 probably. Pretty unfortunate roll. What if this is his worst roll actually? Because everything else, well, most things, every roll that doesn't contain a 1 can clear the midpoint safely. There might be some worse ones than 6-1, I guess. 5-1. No, 5-1's better than 6-1 because it distributes nicely. Anyways, David cleared. Looks like he might have rolled a 6-5 there and cleared the midpoint. So now black has like a clearer edge, I'd say. Um, Even after he rolls a 6, though, white just enters and has some semblance of a game, even though it might be a pass. So I guess I would not cube this. And the other thing, black does have some pretty powerful build numbers in addition to 6s, so that's probably what Brad was thinking. All right, so it looks like he's got to go after him here. So maybe this is the way to do it. Just get away with it. You get to make a 6 prime usually, if you get away with it. That is, he did get away with it. Okay, he does make the 6 prime. Oh, and he gets to split with the ace. This is a great roll. And then, yeah, black is hopeless here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe actually you hit twice and just hope he dances, and then you get to not leave another shot later, maybe. I don't know. Because you're leaving something, right? Another idea, actually, maybe this is better. Make the 2-point. 7-2, 6-2. Just leave a single shot. Actually, yeah. I think I see what David was thinking, and maybe he has a point, right? Even after black enters and hits all the checkers, he's still like a little stuck and could crack his home front like he did. Like in fact, he could roll like 3-3 right away and like crack right away, or maybe I think 2-2 might have cracked also. So yeah, actually, maybe David had a point there. Although that's probably true after the other play too. After making the 2, there might be some enter and crack numbers. Or the 3-3 enters and hits. Huh. Yeah, I'd like to go back and take a look at that one. All right, Brad is cracking badly, although luckily for him, white has 2 on the roof. Not anymore. Yeah. Huh. 5-3. Hope black cracks more. This is a different plan. Yeah, maybe this is more like it because he can just jump now and like have a containment position where he's just he's reasonably trying to contain black. Yeah, so I think actually David played that correctly. Jump, white, jump. There you go. All right, I mean, you'd rather be 10 away than 9 away here, probably. Although you don't really love playing 4-3. It might be worth it, though. It would have been better off being 9 away. Although there, I guess black would have like played all inside with his multitude of spares. All right, 4-1 is crappy, but he can make the 2 if he wants to stay out of direct shot range, which I might have done actually. Now he's in the Backgammon trouble. Big Backgammon trouble. Is Brad going to go up 8 zip? Oof. Well, this is problematic. Instinctually, I'd rip 4 so as not to not to keep 5 guys on the ace. Although that still leaves a double. Plus, he leaves a bunch of double shot numbers anyways. Actually, just 6-4. Both plays leave 6-4 as a double shot number. Okay, he does hit the last ditch shot. Good. Great outfield control by David here. Maybe he should. I see. He's got a nice array of checkers back there, kind of bringing them all around together. Yeah, I don't know how that compares to like putting guys in your O field right away to cover like 2-5, 2-6. These are tough plays. I just had a position with David actually that where I was trying to contain the last checker. Actually, we saw it. It was the same game where I screw up the 3-1. Oh, nice. David made that look easy. Though he's still a pretty big underdog with black having 10 checkers off. If it was eight off, it'd be about close. It'd be close to 50-50. 10 off. It's more like 68, 20, 68, 20, 32 or something. I think each additional checker is worth about 9%, I think I remember. All right, so probably, well, I don't know. I mean, if you play 2-1 and black rolls a 6, it's not so bad because you're probably losing anyways if he rolls a 6. So maybe you get some extra good numbers there. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be worth much to have. Yeah, I wouldn't let him in. I wouldn't let him in these extra times. I think generally anyways, you want to keep as strong board as possible. So I think it's either 6-5 or 2-1. Like, see, he just rolls a 6-1 here, and White's still still hard to see how White's going to win that. He's got some chance though. I mean, if White rolls a 6-5, probably you want to be hit. I mean, sorry, Black rolls a 6-5, probably you want to be hit. But yeah, I don't think you're supposed to rip and just leave a 4-point board. I'm not saying it's impossible that can ever be right, but I think usually you just want to keep a strong board. When you're trying to contain that last checker, generally you just want as strong a board as possible. Maybe if Black had like a blot in his board or something, you could justify it. Anyways, Brad eventually does escape and wins the race, and he goes up 4-zip. That seems fair. David saved the gammon. Okay. This is the book play. I would split and play 13-7. So sort of my second. Well, I don't know. I was going to say this is my second choice, but you can split with a 6 and then play 13-10 with the 3. It just seems to me the builder on the 7 is like super powerful there because Black's not anchored yet, and it sort of bears on the whole inner board. Oh, great shot by David. Good to play. And then the score I think you can justify playing on for a roll here. Because it's say you do nothing and Black enters 1. It's still pretty scary for Black to take that. Pretty scary gammonish, at this lopsided score. So technically this might be too good. On the other hand, Black could enter with a double and get back in the game, right? So it's sort of okay, but I'm a little inclined due to the score. I'm inclined to think it's a little too good. I don't think there's any chance Brad's taking that with 2 on the roof. Well, I shouldn't say no chance, but yeah, I expect him to find that pass pretty easily. Yeah, I was going to try setting it up, but I don't think I can in time. Okay, anyways, 1-4. Okay. I mean, what he's thinking is he doesn't want to come under the gun of that builder on the 10, although somehow I think the computer likes splitting with the 3 and bringing down the 2, duplicating some numbers, 6s and 4s. Good shot by David. I assume he's hitting here. Good. 1-1. I assume he's making the 5 and then hitting. Could also make the 5 an anchor, but with the stronger, after you're making the 5, you get the stronger board. So I do like hitting with the ace. All right. I see. Now he has a productive non-hit where he makes the 10. This is a little less clear. Like you jump out and you hit, you're kind of leaving a triple shot. Sixes, fives, and threes will hit. On the other, but getting hit's not a big deal. I don't know. Can't fault this though. Makes one blot. Makes the nice asset in the outfield. 2-1. Okay, I would probably do this also. 6-4 strikes me as a real candidate there, though. It's obviously quite a bit safer. All right, so 5-4 from Brad. Okay, so he's going with this tactical idea, probably, or run just. All right, no, he ends up just running. Yeah, hitting off the ace is pretty gross with that only builder you have on the six. I think that's why Brad did what he did. Even though tactically maybe hitting it a lot going for it. All right, David puts his stuff together. Okay, now he's going after him because he can hit off the 4 and bring another builder into the zone. Excellent. Ooh, great shot by David. What do you do though? 2, 3. I guess you can make the 9 point with the remaining 3 and just say Backman's kind of on his own, Alternatively, you could play 21-9 with the last 3. Just try to dodge a shot, and then you sort of mostly escape that guy. Okay, it goes with that plan. Okay, 1-4. Offhand is enter with the 1 hit off the 9 point with the 4. Seems sort of acceptable risk, Okay, looks good. And then double. Good. And then take it for money. There's a lot of ways to win this. I think it's still takeable at this score. I can buy it. And now it's looking pretty grim. He doesn't even want to try for a second anchor here. And it doesn't seem like a lot of risk in keeping those guys back there. Split, So maybe you can try maybe you can like keep everything spread out in the backfield. Try for a second anchor. It's funny. If it was double match point or something, you might make a funny play. You might like play 3-1 with one of them, hope to get hit and get a bunch of guys sent back. But yeah, that's going to lose a lot more gammons and backgammon. So Brad's play's a lot more reasonable than that. I think I would have maybe kept the guy on the 24 though. Okay, this seems okay. I mean, if White wants to hit, he usually has to give up one of these important points out there. I guess the 10 point's not that. 9 point's very important. 10 point's not very important, but might leave return shots if he hits from there with like a 3-4. Okay, so what should he? Okay, so this is David's 5-2. Yeah, I don't know if I want to give up the 9 point to hit. Well, the 5 plays okay, so this is an okay play. Wins the most gammons probably. Oh, he gets to run and hit at the same time. Sweet. Okay, gets to make another point. And then, well, love the builder on the 2, but it is pretty important to fill in the ace point, especially if black enters with a single ace. So, yeah, I don't mind 8-2 there. Paid dividends. Okay, good shot by Brad. Kind of giving him some chances. Yeah, seems good offhand. I mean, there's even if there. I mean, I don't think there's a completely safe play here. But even if there was, the structure looks pretty good. It's clean enough. Yeah, wouldn't leave 4 shots here, so I would do this. Should be easy enough to bring home, and it is. Hey, David might be close to a favorite in the match because he's likely going to get a gammon here. I don't know if I could resist making the 3 point here. I'm at the 4 point here. I mean, okay, Brad is trying. He's going all out on the gammon save. Just trying to not waste any pips, bringing the guys home. Boy, if he hits though, really wants that 4 point filled in. So you'd essentially be wasting 4 pips, say, to fill in that point. Because instead of getting everyone on the 6, you're taking two of those checkers that should be on the 6 or on the 4. So that's why I say it's like kind of wasting 4 pips. Given the white has 3 points to clear in front of the anchor, it might have been worth it. No, I don't know. I mean, hitting is see now the chance to hit is like much less than it was. On the other hand, black has like very little chance to save the gammon without hitting. So I don't know. It wouldn't be trivial for me. Safest play, I guess, is to just not hit. Just like take 2 guys off the 2. I wonder if black can like run off the gammon in that case though. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 crosses. Be a pretty tall order. So maybe there's something better with that 1-1. It's not a ton of risk though. And maybe David picks up a few backgammons with this play. Maybe that's what he was thinking. Maybe he got like this small backgammon chance, swings the play. Okay, this looks good. You can also make the 4 and the 2, but I think I like the structure better because it keeps the 8 points. All right, now David is 4 away. Brad is 5 away. Interesting. Oh, this isn't that good. I guess I'd end up doing this too, Brad. I don't know what else to do. 6-2 is duped. 5 away, 4 away. It doesn't really look like black's winning by that much. If he is winning. All right. Seems like a huge upgrade in the backfield. Obviously, making the 7 is pretty good too. And then I guess you get to split with the last one. Huh. Offhand, I would do this, but it could be wrong. It could be wrong by a bunch. Oh, just such a huge upgrade in the backfield. I got punished for it. 4K seems like a plan with these blots in the outfield. It can cube the dances, I believe. It's so gammonish, and he's 4 away, and there's 4 blots floating around, including the one up on the bar. But it does not work. And then Brad looks like he should be cubing this. Because it's not clearly a take, I would say, with these 3 guys trapped. Let's see if David wants to play this one. I don't think I would, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, he agrees. Good gammon there. Gammons are pretty valuable at the score, I'm pretty sure. All right, so yeah, splitting's okay. Sliding's actually okay here too, I believe. That might be the money choice actually. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's either the money choice or close. So at a gammon go type score, I believe you do want to do it. No, the computer doesn't quite like it for money. It was very, very close. Does win and lose more gammons though, so it is score dependent. Ooh, great shot by Dave. Oh no, it's not that good because he split. Yeah, who was the dummy that split? let's see, it doesn't play. Actually, it doesn't really play great. He's got kind of an odd one. Like I want to play 13 to 7. No, 13 to 7, 11 to 5, 24 to 18, and then the last one's a little destructive. But yes, that 7 to 1's okay. So this looks pretty clear. Ooh, 6 4. Okay, I would do this also. The hitting twice is a play. Really hate to get hit back though. This looks pretty clean. In fact, maybe at the score, maybe you can actually cube a dance here. Like you should be very aggressive with the cube at four way when you win more gammas than your opponents. That's why I think it might be a cube if white danced there. Still, black obviously has a bunch of problems, but given the gammon situation, it'd be pretty reasonable. All right, white's going to try to get out of there. It's up in the race, so that seems like the plan. Yeah, he's up in the race enough to try it. This is like almost more exposed, right? I mean, probably you prefer to get a hit off the 20 point than the 15 point, but it's like a double shot, as opposed to a single shot. All right, 1-2 by David. This is pretty gross. Yeah, I'm wondering a little bit about 13 to 11. I mean, you see what David's thinking. He's going to get attacked on the ace, so he doesn't want this blot flapping in the outfield. Although here it's just a pass, I think. Wonder could black play on for the gammon here? I don't think so. Oh, maybe if there was a blot in the outfield, he could play on for the gammon. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's twice down in the race. I mean, I don't know if I don't think I want to take this for money either. So I'm sure it should be a pass at the score unless I'm way off. Even in non-gammonish positions, there's an argument for being like conservative about taking. Yeah, there you go. Look at that blot on the ace point. That's a problem. Yeah, it's almost too good. I mean, this is it probably is too good. This is the money. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is the wrong position. It's got two guys trapped. Yeah, it's a double pass for money. So big pass at the score. Yeah, huge pass at the score. All right, so it looks like white has the whole roll here. Okay, plays in the outfield. Okay, now it's 4-way, 3-away. So David needs to be on the ball here. He should be doubling very aggressively if he's winning and he has like a decent gammon threat. No, Brad has the gammon threats. The 3-way player does. Yeah, I would do this. Okay, it does not work. We play 6 to 4, duplicating 3-1, 1-1. Keeping all the assets though. I think he's thinking about 9 to 7 or 13 to 11. Yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna leave a shot, why not leave it on your 4 point? So you keep your midpoint and you slot like a decent point in your home board. Maybe he was worried about having to cover it, Alrighty. It was something else there with the 3-4. Might have been worth a look. 13 to 10, 11 to 7 might have been better. But David's play worked out. He should be cubing this at the score, I believe. And yeah, with this dead black checker, I don't think black's going to be happy to cube here at this score where he could lose 4. In fact, I think okay. So Brad, I was going to say, I think Brad maybe passes this, but okay, no, he scooped it up pretty quickly. Maybe he has a good handle on it. Like I wouldn't be that at the score, this 4-way, 3-way score, wouldn't be that clear on what's going on here. Anyways, David does have to leave a shot now, which gets missed. Yeah, this is it's a tough decision. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the cube action. I'm definitely more sure about the cube, the double than the take. That's for sure. I mean, there is a lot of compensation back here, and there's only one guy trapped behind the 5'. So I guess that's what Brad was thinking. C4. He is crumbling. Okay, so that was interesting. David didn't make the point last turn with the 6-4. He decided to run instead. I probably would have played 9-4, 9-3, 9-5. But he gets the 6' eventually, and yeah, now I can maybe try for another checker. Like, it's probably better not to make the 1 here. Hope that white anchors. I hope that black enters. Hope that black enters and exposes another blot, and then white can like hit loose and try to pick up a second checker and win a very valuable gammon. Like, it looked like he had time to do that. Like, if all your checkers are home, you kind of got to close them out. Even if you do have some 6' play. Oh, shot for black. But like, it looked like white had enough time in the outfield to like screw around a little bit. Another shot. Is he going to hit this one? He does. Yeah, I could play 2-1 here. Kind of spread things out for the later bear off. Again, he should maybe play 2-1. He get a little closer to home though. All right, let's see. So David's take point is 18.5. Brad says he's not clear he has it, and yeah, he's not clear he has it. Difference of 3 checkers. Brad has 4 off. David has 7 off. So that would indicate a pretty solid money pass, I think. Yeah, so this is a good cube at this score. Good recube at this score. I'm a little inclined to think it's a pass because it's quite. It strikes me as quite a solid money pass. With only a difference of 3. I am setting it up. Okay, so this is 6-5 recube. Yeah, David understandably is taking his time here because it certainly wouldn't be obvious to me. Okay, white checker on the roof. This is kind of an important aspect of the position. Okay, no, it's. Do I have the right position here? Why is this only 7%? Like, this should be close to a money take difference. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, because it's a fast bear off. That's why. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, he ended up correctly passing. Um, I honestly thought it'd be like in the teens or something. It's under 10%. I think what I was missing there, like a difference of 4 is often a take, but I think not when black has an extremely fast bear off like he did. You know, all his checkers are on the 1, 2, and 3 points, and didn't have any blot numbers. So I guess a difference of 4 is a huge pass. It's a big pass there for money. Say for money is a big pass. Difference of 4 when black is all like crunched. So difference of 3 is a massive money pass. Yeah, good reminder. Anyways, Brad's making having an easy time of this so far. Race isn't completely gin though. All right, 5-4. Okay, just it's probably actually a better play than this. Um, Normally, you do want to clear the back point if you can, but the distribution is all screwed up. So he's going to have trouble playing efficiently in the future. Like for example, all his sixes go to the ace point. So if you keep the 8 point there, it's a little hard to see how you're going to leave a shot. And like maybe you can play the sixes to the 2 point sometimes. So it's gonna be a little more efficient to bear. Like even this would have probably played better if he still had the checker on his 8 point. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be easier for him to play more efficiently if he keeps the 8 point there. But it's not a big deal. And he seems to be making it work. Yeah, Brad will not be denied. Man, I was really hoping to at least make the finals this week. I haven't been playing every week, so there's like a points race throughout the season. Top four make a playoffs. I wanted to try to get in the top four and make the playoffs, but it might not happen. Yeah, decently played match. Very well for Brad, I would say. Okay, splits. Yeah, you can also play 13-7 here, apparently. Great shot by David. Great shot by Brad. Alrighty, makes the 7. Oh, and then he rolls a nice. I think he gets the 23 point at some point. Yeah, that was good play. Yeah, he's miles away from a cube. He's a favorite, cubeless favorite even. Okay, good. The double. Yeah, I probably would not have found this cube. So good double by Brad. I guess his I mean, his sixes aren't completely crushing, but they're very strong. But he also is very diverse, right? Like the ones, twos, threes, fours, and fives often make either his 5 or 3 points. Meanwhile, his sixes hit, so he's got a lot of good rolls here. Oh, hey, Brad. His sixes are super bad there. Yeah. Oh, like when you double. I see. He's gonna play 7-1. Yeah, if you view it as like a prime v prime game, he's like completely busted, right? Like the timing's better, but on the other hand, he can escape. So good double, good take. Making the 5 or the 3 was a market loser hitting right. Yeah, I was looking at like I think during the commentary I said I probably wouldn't double it because the sixes are strong, but they aren't super crushing. Right? Say you roll 6-1 and then he rolls like, I don't know, 5-2 or something. Like maybe that's a pass, but he's still got like a lot of play left. But as you point out, like your point making numbers are like maybe even some of them are like even stronger than the hits. So you have like as you say, you have a lot of good numbers there. 2-1, a 3-1. The 3-1 is sweet. Oh, 5-4. Yeah, it doesn't leave the double shot. I don't maybe make the 2 here actually. I thought that was sort of a clever idea, but the computer just wants to oh, I see what the computer's thinking. Yeah, the computer wants to leave only a single shot, and because the 6 point is still here, there's still some okay enter and crack numbers like 2-4, 3-4, 3-3. As opposed to this, where like 3-3 is fine. There's still some crack numbers though, just fewer of them than here. Yeah, Yeah, so David was probably thinking along those lines where you could enter and then crack later. But that's true after this play also, you know. In fact, it's easier to enter there. Or it's easier to like you can enter without hitting, I should say. And then what happens here? Oh, you do have trouble getting out. Eventually, you do. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do here with David's 1-1. Apparently, the computer does want to keep the 1-2 game intact. Maybe he gets hits, or maybe you just have trouble. Like you maybe can roll an awkward like 3 or 4 or something. I don't know. Like he does this, and then you can play behind him. Maybe you can absorb. Maybe you can absorb more of your awkward rolls this way. And he's trying. You get out 17 to 14. Oh, 6 to 5. You're are. I see. You see, you strip the 6 point for like a better bear off later, or oh no, or because no 6-6 would be bad for you here. Hmm. I might have done this to keep the spares, but there's no big ugly stack on the 3. My 5s are bad no matter how he plays the aces though. Huh. Yeah, I think I did end up liking his play eventually because he can just jump and like try to contain the back checker. Like that's a game plan. Apparently, the computer thinks this is a better game plan. In fact, it likes this better. Get a hit, maybe get some timing for the 1-2 game. But yeah, you make a good play with the ace here, stripping the top points. You would have made the 2 there, but it's close enough. 4-4. Okay, ripping 4 versus stacking the ace is fairly close, but it does like ripping 4. Okay, 6-5 pays off to 6-6 with my 3-1. Yeah, the other play pays off just as bad to 6-6 though. But it's so much easier to clear when it works, right? So like you do this play, you get the guy home, and you got a super safe position here, ready to clear the 6 point. Yeah, so you're 4-4 here. Like I didn't have a great handle on. Instinctually, I would have ripped 4 just because I hate having 5 on the ace in a completely stripped position. Not that this is. Oh no, there's no double shot number here. I was thinking like 6-4 would be a double shot either way, but that's not true. Like 6-4 leaves a double shot here, but not here. I do see the problem with it though. I mean, he could even you do this. I mean, he could like enter on the 4, and then you might leave a double shot down the line. You know? Yeah. You keep him dancing longer, and then I think you do get hit. You're hoping to win 8, but it just doesn't happen. Yeah, these plays are tough. These containment plays. Apparently, the computer wants to slot with this 1 because it thinks okay, it needs to fill in the 2, so it goes like right after it, you know. But if you don't slot, there's probably a million plays that spread things out in the outfield. Like I don't know, David's play here. He gets sort of these 4 builders all lined up here, but the computer wants to do this and cover these squares more in case you jump out with 2-5, 2-6. Computer's not necessarily right there, though. Yeah, similar stuff going on here. Computer looks like it wants to take a little more risk. Get a builder for the 2, slot for the 8s. Gets hit on 2-6, though. Yeah, I don't know, eventually he makes the points. And then, I don't think he should have ripped 2 at one point. Yeah, here, I wouldn't rip 2. Yeah, I guess you just don't, unless like maybe black has like blots in his board. I guess you don't. I guess you're almost always just keeping as strong board as possible. I mean, the only time I really do this is when it's like really awkward to keep a stronger board, like it's extremely awkward to keep a stronger board, or I'm like desperate to like hit another checker in black's home board. Like I'll show you a couple of variants. Um, let's go back. We'll do this. Like I think here. I think here you rip two because you kind of need to hit like two checkers to win this game. You can't just spare off normally. You need to kind of go back for this guy. Okay, here is still pretty close, but it does like it does like this. Also, maybe if I don't know if I could come up with an example, but like maybe if like the strong board play like leaves a bunch of guys on the ace or something, maybe you can justify having a weaker board. Like I said, I can't really think of like like 4-1. I would just rip here. I would just keep the stronger board. I wouldn't leave a robust position. Yeah, it's not close. Yeah, I don't know. Huh, right. So a 5-point board is still a deterrent, much as it doesn't feel like one here. Yeah, just move three of my checkers from my ace to my deuce. That might do it. Um, Actually, so you're saying the match position, but like this. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do it here because you're not desperate to like hit the other guy. Like you can just win normally if if black just dances a few times. So I would either play 6 to 5, 2 to 1, or six, or I'm sorry, I would bear off like six and then either play 6 to 5 or 2 to 1 here. Yeah, yeah, it's still quite wrong, but not as wrong because of the blot here. Could this be? No, even this. Now here I think you do rip two. Yeah. Anyway, so what actually was right? Was it 6 to 5 or was it 6 to 5 or 2 to 1? It was 6 to 5. So I guess the idea is that white can still win even when black enters with like a 6-1 here. So you do mind getting hit if he enters right away. And 2 to 1 is nothing to write home about. Okay, so that was the first game, the OO game, right? 5-point board next shake. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure about that. So so you have to roll like you have to roll five exactly 5-1, or you need to roll under a or you have to roll under a 6, and then all under 6 numbers. Yeah, all under 6 numbers does fine. The other way, you can roll 6-1. You can roll 5-1. You can roll 4-2. Yeah, no, the other way keeps the other way keeps the 5-point board a little longer, keeping the spare on the 6. Yeah, I think it's just the point you get hit. You don't like getting hit with a 6-1, for instance. 6-5 sort of okay, but 6-1 you don't want to get hit with. Oh no, you got 5. You got 5-2, 6-2 also. So maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'd have to count it up. It's close though. I think 6-5 keeps right. 7 or under. Well, 4-3 doesn't work. But yeah, 5-2, 6-2, 6-1. I see. Yeah, 5-2 doesn't work the other. Actually, I think you're right because 5-2 doesn't work the other way. 5-2 and 4-3 doesn't work the other way. So I think you're all right. Anyways, you do hit and then escape and then win eventually. Good. It's the 4-0 game. 5 and the 2, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think. Yeah, you're thinking it's like equivalent to when you just have two checkers in your home board, and you want 5 and 2 instead of 6 and 1. It's probably very similar. All right, 2-2. Yeah, you can either do 11 and 4 or 9 and 4. I didn't actually wanted to play this one a little differently. The 6-3. Yeah, this is maybe a little better than David's play, but it's just sort of borderline. I guess you don't do this. Triple shot here, some good shots in the outfield. Okay, you can either make the 7 or the 22 here. Now on appeal, it very much likes your play, making the 7. Yeah, 22 tends not to be a great anchor, especially since the 9 point is made. But David gets this awesome Blitzy number, and then yeah, he cashes something that's too good. Yeah, maybe it'd be too good at 0-0, but it's more too good at the score because black has to be very conservative about taking when like he improves a little bit. So white, in other words, white's going to get, if white holds the cube now, he's going to get more powerful cubes down the line than if it's 0-0. So while it still might be too good at 0-0, it's a little closer. 0.078. Yeah, 105. Yeah, a little bit anyways. Yeah, easy contain making the bar with the 2-1, I see. So let's take another look at it. I see. Yeah, you do have the better priming. You do sort of have the better priming structure. If you make the bar, that is. I see. Yeah, just anchoring just doesn't seem like a good game plan here. I anchor on the 22 anyways. If you get anchor on the 21, I mean, that'd be awesome. Yeah, somehow the computer, I think, like splitting with the 3 here. No, here, like, yeah, it's close, but it does like splitting with the 3. Like I said, duplicating this, the 6s that anchor and the 6s that hit, those are severely duplicated. And there's some duplication of 4s also. Yeah, right. Yeah, the 9 point is sort of key there. Your 9 point is super valuable when your opponent's anchored on the 22. It's more important than the 4 point often. Like sometimes you have a choice between like making the 9 and making the 4, and it's like an easy if your opponent's back on the 24, you definitely want the 4. But if you're anchored on the 22, you often want the 9 instead. But it depends a little bit on like whether it's going to be like a lot of hitting in the future. If there's a lot of hitting, you might actually prefer the 4. Anyways, okay, good shot here. 4-1 hitting. Good shot here. So I assume David played that correctly. Good. 1-1. Yeah, you avoid the trap of making the 21. So you make the 5, obviously, and then you got the stronger board, so you correctly hit with the last one. It's a decent play by David, I thought. But I wasn't totally sure hitting off the 17 was wrong, but it is like a triple shot out there. 3 blots, you know. So he locks up. So he just leaves like 1 blot in black's home board and locks up the good structure and plays like super safe. So good play by David here. 5-4, you go after him. Oh yeah, then you thought about hitting with the 5 here. Apparently it is correct. I mean, positionally it doesn't really make much sense. Tactically it makes a ton of sense. Stronger board, blot in the outfield, good building power for white. The computer says it's well worth it to even though you hate putting that checker on the ace point. Like it's on a great spot, right? And that was on like a horrible spot. But tactically, the computer wants to do it. Wouldn't have been sure about that one. All right, David gets a nice 6-2. Okay, it's clear to hit here off the good points. All right, so 4-4. Yeah, it probably does win more gammons. It probably wins and loses more gammons. At least loses more gammons. So you're right that the score could be a factor there. Yeah, it loses a little bit more gammons. It doesn't win quite. Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, your play, surprisingly, your play actually loses more gammons than hitting does. All right, so 4-4 for David. Yeah, I wouldn't have been sure about this 4-4 either. Apparently, my idea of making the 9 with 3 of them is quite bad. Leaves the backman 2 stranded, I guess. So David's play of going to the 9 points a little better than this. So what does the computer want to do? Okay, so the computer wants to enter, go to the 13 point. Oh, and then play 8-4, leaving nothing. Possibly a cubeful thing. Not well, it's closer cubeless. But if you make the computer's play, you might get in a decent cube at the score anyways. Certainly you're cubing the dances. Yeah, you can almost cube this. I guess he's cubing a lot of stuff. You correctly hit and like he almost has a cube anyways. Okay, now you get to make your 22. Okay, correct take. Correct double, correct take. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have been sure about the take here. You found it like pretty easily, it looked like. I'm sorry, no, Dave, yeah, you found it pretty easily. Yeah, you have an anchor game already. You could get a double anchor game. White still has the back checker. So I guess I would have ended up taking 2. I would have been a little leery due to the score, David gets a great 3-1. Oh yeah, I would have. It's not a good plan, but it's not that dangerous to stay back on the 23 and 24 points here. And you might get a second anchor out of it somehow. Like either you get hit in the outfield or just roll an ace next turn. So yeah, I probably would have been able to find something like this. With the idea that, it's not super happy to attack you on the 2 and 1 points. And so it should give you more ways to win it, He does probably get gammon more though. Oh, you thought it was borderline? Yeah, I would have been pretty unsure about it. Okay, so 4-4-1. Okay, it does like popping out, but again, it wants to maybe maintain the ability to get a second anchor if you get hit here, or maybe if you get hit later on your side of the board. It does seem a little pipe dreamy to go for a plan like this. Like you're hoping to not get attacked and hoping to somehow get a second anchor, and then your game isn't even that good after you get the second anchor. On the other hand, this plan isn't great either, Okay, yeah, good play by David here, leaving a little bit of risk, but pushing black back, making sure he doesn't make the 18 points. If you let things spread out, it would have been harder for David to do that. 3-2 from here, or I'm sorry, 5-2 from here. Oh no, 5-2. I guess he gets to hit twice. Yeah, I don't know if the outfield stuff is that big a deal. I think mostly it's just thinking about the making a second anchor at some point. Like all this stuff is close, regardless of where the outfield checkers end up. So I think it's just thinking about the second anchor, thinking so to speak. 2018 10 to 9, yeah. Yeah, again, it likes that checker back on the 23. Anyways, he just crosses you. Looked like he bore in correctly to me. This looked correct. This looked correct. This looked correct. He strips it down because he thinks the gammon is pretty well gin if he doesn't get hits. Oh, what about your 3-3? I'm a little tempted to make the 4 here. Gammon, yeah, you can just run off the gammon though. Okay, yeah, it does. Everything's all very close. Like this clearly wins more than your play, right? Your play brings everyone into the 6. If you're just worried about running off the gammon, your play does better. But it's all very close because you just don't have that much chance to hit, and it maybe doesn't make a huge difference in running off the gammon though. Like it's only 4. You're only wasting 4 pips. I see. Crossover count. Yeah, I often do that too. Like you count crossovers, right? Like these guys have to cross over 1, 2, 3 times to get into the home board. So there's 9 crossovers plus 6 plus 3. So you have 18 crossovers before the roll. Now you can get 3 crossovers with your play. So you got 15 crossovers to get all your guys in the home board. He needs 15 crossovers to bear off. So I can see why you'd think it's like kind of close enough on the gammon. Like you're an underdog to save the gammon in this situation because your crossovers tend to be longer and you need an extra crossover to bear off and he's going to be on roll. But yeah, I can see how you'd think like, oh, it's in the ballpark of being able to run off of it. Yeah. He's not gonna be able to. Like you say, he's not gonna be able to bear off 2 every time. So yeah, it turns out it's very close. The arguments are about equal. Yeah, probably similar stuff here. There's better plays for building than what you did probably, but your play gets the checker right into the 6 point. It does save it just runs off the gammon the most. 1-1. Okay, he bears off 3 and then plays 5 to 4. Computer slightly prefers clearing the 6 and ripping 1, leaving 6-6 and 5-5. I kind of like Dave. Well, I was gonna say kind of like David's play a little better, but it does gap on the ace though, which isn't super speedy. Yeah, and this the safest. The problem with this play is black could dance or roll a 1. And then there's going to be like a bunch of blot numbers. If you just do this, then there's no blot numbers right away. And I mean, black can maybe stay back and get some blot numbers in a turn or 2, but he's going to have to risk being backgammon to do that. In fact, he has slight risk of backgammon anyways. Although, I guess if your only goal is to win a backgammon, is this better? It's not even better. Yeah, the computer says this actually wins more backgammons than this. I guess because the computer's seeing. I guess the computer's seeing if white rolls a 6-2, if white rolls a 6-1, black's going to be correct to stay back. And he's going to pay backgammons that way. Well, he's going to stay back sometimes here also. Although if white rolls 6-5 and then black rolls 1-6, I don't think black's actually supposed to stay back there. especially at the score, but for money also. Like you can sometimes stay back against the structure with this three on the three, three on the two, but I think you need like a pretty good board to do it. Right, what I'm picturing is, okay, so you make David's play. Black dances. White rolls 6-5. Black rolls 1-6. He can like stay back and try to win. You know, works on white's twos, and also you're okay staying back if white rolls 6-1 here. But I think against this structure, this board isn't like good enough to actually like try for the win. Yeah, you're just supposed to go. And I think even for doubled money, you're supposed to go. Although there it's closer apparently. But if you had this, now for doubled money, you can stay back. At the score though, I don't know. At the score, maybe you still want to go because getting backgammon sucks. 4-3. Oh, 4-3-4. Yeah, I would have just. I mean, I think I liked at the time. I think I liked the computer's play of just ripping two, leaving a non-shoddy play. 4-3-4 is better than David's play, but not as good as the not nearly as good as ripping two guys. And this is okay. Anyways, it all works out. Great shot. Oh, yeah, 1-1. 1-1 is not, apparently it's not close. I would have settled on your play also. But I don't know, isn't this pretty tempting to make the 7 and then you get to split with the last one maybe? Yeah, computer hates it. White does get to attack here, you know. Black gets to attack here, but he's still super stuck. So what does this do? This like kind of completely solves the problem of the backman, you know. I guess maybe the way to think of it is just it's such a massive upgrade in this position. Being really stuck back there against this structure versus having like a nice anchor there. Impossible to get primed basically. Any more than you're also primed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually surprised it's that big, but it doesn't mean like I would have been totally sure about it over the time at the time, you know. Anyways, so you get a great shot. Oh no, that was David's 1-1. Good, yeah, good play, David. You get a fantastic shot. Okay, it is in fact double big pass. Yeah, that was my gut set at the time. Double big pass, at least at this score. Big pass, pretty big pass for money too. A little hard to evaluate though. Oh, is he down? Yeah, I guess White's down 20. Maybe that's sort of key. Down 20 and obviously super trap back there. All right, split, good. Make the 23 good. 13, yeah, nothing other than 13-6, I guess. 6-6. Well, I would have done what David did. Yeah, it keeps the midpoint. The blot of the ace isn't great. 24-18 is probably a 6 you want to play. So what does the computer's play do? Keeps the guy off the ace point, I guess. Yeah, I don't get this. It seems to me the value of coming out to the 18 and the value of keeping the midpoint is more important than avoiding putting a checker on the ace point. Maybe another thing going for this is you don't strip the 7 point, so you have more numbers that make the 4 and attack on the 2 if black ever runs. But yeah, this still surprises me though. Like this still looks better to me. Guess the computer really hates the blot on the ace. Yeah, it's extended. It's extended and disconnected, you know. Because it is stripped. It's stripped on both the 7 point and the midpoint. That's probably part of what the computer doesn't like. Hmm. Yeah, he's up in the race. I mean, shouldn't he be like running from the back? That doesn't like your doesn't like this. Yeah, I would have done what you did. I mean, I never know when this is right though. Oh, it's probably partly because of the blot. It's probably partly because of the blot and white's board. Like you're not paying full price of the hitbacks. I mean, your play looks solid as hell, you know. Yeah, here is close. So at least partly due to the blot and the ace points, the computer doesn't mind leaving a direct here. This is a 5-5 game, yeah. Okay, 5-1. 4-4. Okay, what do you do? Okay, so you. Oh, I see. You leave the blot on the 8 point, but make. Oh no, I'm sorry. You don't leave. You don't leave any direct shots. You don't leave any direct shots. You keep your midpoint, but you're making an inferior point. Although this makes the 4.2. I see. 237, 176. Yeah, cubeless is about the same. Same difference. Yeah, computers. I guess the computer's just averse to. It's not so averse to getting hit with the blot, and it's averse to this like ugly structure. Structure's very pretty. Big upside if you slot the 5. Because not only can you make that, but you can attack with that stuff. You know, like you can make it with 1s and 8s, and you can attack with 5s and 4s. And again, the blot in white's position might matter too. Anyways, David tries escaping, which is appropriate. You knock him back. Okay, this is 4-way, 4-way. Yeah, you have nothing. You make the ace, and then yeah, double huge pass at the score. Closer for money. Six one. Okay, makes the 7 good. Okay, reasonably plays all the way to the 8 point. You could also leave some shots in the outfield and try to get the back man going. You can't make it with 6-6. Okay, 24-15 is wrong. Okay, computer just wants to lock up the asset in the inner board. David runs, keeps the 8 points. You make your 4. Okay, David locks up the 9. You start blitzing. It doesn't work. Yeah, 13-11 looked weird. Like, why not play 6-4 here? Keep the midpoint. Just leave the shot in the inner board. I didn't get that. He's like giving up an asset in the outfield, you know. Well, I think he was thinking it's just easier to play next turn when missed. But I don't know. The structure isn't bad. You can usually cover that even after you give up your 8 or 9 points. Okay, you go 13-2. Good. Yeah, it looked like there was something a little better here. Yeah, I guess building a prime is like really, really important here against this checker you're trying to contain. So even though this is a shot, and it doesn't look like all that much better building power than this, the building power matters a lot because it's so important to to lock that one back checker in. Also, the shots on are a big deal because he's down 30 pips already, and you have a blot in your board. He took a minute. He took a little time on it, so I thought he was gonna like find it. I think he took some time anyways. All right, 8 to 2. You fill in your 2. Okay, yeah, he rolls well. 5-4. Okay, so it just wants to play 13 to 4, leaving. Oh, it's only 6-4 in the outfield. Yeah, so this looks good. Your play's a little gross looking. Oh no, your play leaves a shot too. Oh, you're thinking about the spare on the 8. That's what you're doing. I see. You don't want to strip 8 point. So you keep like 3 and 3 here as opposed to like 4 and 2. But yeah, you hate completely killing the guy on the 2. That's what the computer's averse to. Now the computer says it's like a big deal, but it says it's a big deal only because of the upcoming cube. It's a lot closer cubeless. Yeah, and he gets a good cube, and I wouldn't have been sure about the take. But looks like he had a good handle on it. I mean, I would scoop it up for money, but it's 4 away, 3 away, so they gave me a little pause. But you correctly find the take. David keeps his prime nicely. 6-4. I would have just what about 9 to why not play 9 to 5, 9 to 3 here? Leaving no risk. So apparently that's very bad. Is it because you're stuck? Is it because David's stuck back there? He needs to get going. I mean, oh, and I guess the prime is just better here. Yeah, that's probably mostly what's going on. Right, like you need a 3 to escape. So you need a 3 and then a 6 to escape. If you make my play, you need a 3, then a 5 or a 6, and white is stuck. So yeah, good aggressive play by David here, getting those backmen out. Oh, if you pass up 40 in the race with some timing. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I would have been, if you passed, I would have been like, that's pretty reasonable, to be honest. But I was not sure either way. Hey, good play by David running. Okay, you leave nothing. Now David fills in the point, but even so, it's not that important. Computer doesn't mind this also. This is good builders for the 4. And then there was something here. Oh yeah, 6-6. Yeah, the 6-6 he should 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the computer's wrong here, I think. Yeah, this is the right play, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's pretty hard to slot the ace. Huh. I was thinking that David's gammons are like super valuable at the score. So I was thinking he shouldn't close you out and then hope to pick up another checker. And I think that's still right, but somehow 4-ply likes this best. Yeah, on appeal, it does sort of like my plan. The plus eval likes my plan. So probably it is better, but it's closer than I thought. Is the point just it's like really hard? It's just pretty hard to pick up a second checker here. Yeah, rollout has a slightly bigger error to do what David did. This isn't any better going to the 2 point. Maybe it is. Oh no, this doesn't go to the 2 point. This is fine too. I see. Yeah, it might be. It might actually be stronger than this, because 4-ply has it as like a pretty big take, and then you do the higher level of evaluations, and it becomes like still a big take, but a smaller take, relatively smaller take, I should say. So I think that means like when you do a rollout, it gets even stronger. Like if you go in other words, if you go from 4-ply to plus plus, and it keeps getting stronger every step. If you do the next step, if you do the rollout, it'll get even stronger. That's not 100% consistent, but it's fairly consistent. Yep. Yeah, on a rollout, it's only a close take, So your gut was right that it's sort of borderline. Your gut was better than the four-ply analysis. Yeah, part of the reason why I liked going for the second checker with the 6-6 is black is very brittle here. So you do like the right play, say. Almost all the entering aces leave a shot in the board, and then white can hit and hope black rolls another ace. You don't hit with sixes, but you hit with all threes and fours. So stiff. Oh, my combo with the 6-6, not the double, right? Anyways, you do end up hitting them. Luckily, looked like you didn't make any big errors or anything. You had nothing you could do. You just rolled. Did you roll 6-6 3 times in a row? No. He rolled it up once, and then later he rolled it twice in a row. And then a bad 6-5, and then you finally hit him, and then oh yeah, you win. I was thinking he only wins 8% here. I was thinking it was more like in the teens, and he should still pass because his take point's 18.5. It surprised me that a difference of 3 was less than 10%. Difference of 3 meaning you have 4 off, and he has 7 off. But the reason is because you have no blot numbers, and you have a speed board. Three times in 4 rolls. Right, like the position my gut was sort of thinking of is more of a position like this, say. Difference of 3, 4 off to 7 off. Yeah, say like this, compared to like this position. Now you're quite a bit slower, and you have some blot numbers. You're slower because you have, your checkers are on the 4 through 1 points instead of the 3 through 1 points. So this is closer, right? Even though this is closer. So instead of 7%, it's like 10%. Still a pretty big pass. Difference of 4 here. It's close pass. 4 off, I'd be in the window. Yeah, 4 off. Right. Yeah, so I'm glad that came up, because that could come up for money. Like a money game, say you hold a cube. I mean, okay, so you have 4 off. Okay, you have 4 off, he has 7 off here. This is sort of more typical, right? You have a slow board. Pretty slow board. It's a pretty slow barrel. No blot numbers, which is nice. But it's hard to like take 2 off here, right? Without leaving a shot. You're not going to be leaving a shot here. But it's hard to take 2 off. So this is for money, say, difference of 4. If this isn't a take, it's close to a take. And I guess I would take this. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a pass. No, I'm way off here. So difference of 4. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a difference of 3. This is a difference of 4. Yeah, okay. This is close. Okay, this makes sense to me now. I thought I was like transported to an alternate universe for a second. But 3 off versus 7 off. Difference of 4. Right, it's sort of double take. Given that there's no blot number, it's sort of slow bear off. That's like way different than this position. difference of 4 in a speed board where it's pretty easy to take 2 off and not leave a shot, and you're not going to miss later. So this is the big pass for money. Difference of 4, right? Even difference of 5. So often you wouldn't cube it. Like a straw. It's like a straw and cube now. Oh, boy, that 8 off too. Yeah, no, I like my brain like skipped a beat there. Like everything I know about backgammon is wrong. Yes, that's something to think about. It's funny. I mean, I'm sure I've come across that before, but it might have been like years since I've come across that concept. So like, how do you like remember everything? You know, am I supposed to like go over this stuff every day in case it comes up again next time? It just seems like there's like a ton of stuff like that comes up like once in a while. I don't know, once every 6 months, once a year, once every 2 years. And you have to think about it. You have to think about it correctly, and then you see the computer analysis, and then it's clear what's going on. But like the next time it comes up 2 years from now, maybe I've forgotten about it, and like I might screw it up. You know, I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that? Like, how are you supposed to like? I mean, like one thing you could do is whenever something like that comes up that like wasn't super clear to you at the time, but is sort of an important concept. I mean, maybe you'd like make a folder of positions and like just study it every once in a while. So it's like fresh in your mind. And I do that with some stuff, but not everything. Hmm. Right. Like there, you might say, oh, difference of 3 is not a massive money take, so maybe it's close at the score or something. I mean, sorry, it's not a massive money pass, but because it's a speed board, it's some massive money pass. For me, it's just remembering when XG jumps in weird ways I don't expect. Yeah, I do that too. But the thing I'm like worried about is you can do that, and then like 2 years from now, the concept comes up again, and then you forget. I mean, similar. But when I say like 2 years, I mean 2 years in that sort of like very close situation. Like similar, somewhat similar stuff will come up much more frequently than once every 2 years. But I don't know, the whole concept of like the speed board difference of 3, like that specific situation, and I don't know. Hmm. Anyways, good double, good pass. I think David might have taken some time on it. Might have not been super clear to David either. Hmm. Yeah, 2-1. Yeah, you can either split with the 2 or bring down the 2. Actually, given that gammons only go one way, I would have actually split here because it should lose fewer gammons to hit while the other guy's up on to split while the other guy's up on the bar going after an anchor. Mm, yeah, it was certainly not. I mean, to me, it was sort of clear it was a pass even at the score, but like I said, I didn't know it was under 10%. Hmm. I mean, your play is fine and normal here. Computer actually doesn't mind this, keeping the 11 point, but leaving a shot, even at the score. Hmm. Yeah, good. Yeah, Marty must have a good memory. Very, very good memory. It's probably very useful for backgammon. And I agree with what you're saying. Maybe his brain is like organizes stuff well also. Or maybe that's just part of having a good memory. I don't know. My memory's not that good. I figured out when I tried learning Scrabble and I tried like studying all these words. I could do it, but it was such a struggle, you know. It was. I think some people like know the whole Scrabble dictionary, you know, tens of thousands of words. They know it by heart. Um, I didn't, you know, I didn't study that close, but I tried studying like the important words, like the three. Certain in Scrabble, as you probably know, like certain words are much more important to know than other words. For instance, you have to know like the 2 and 3 letter words down pat. And then there's like the 4 letter words with the high pointiles like Z, Q, X, and J. And then there's like the common 7 and 8 letter words. So I tried studying like a lot of the important stuff. And like it was not easy for me. And the problem was it wasn't fun for me either. So then I kind of gave it up just because yeah, to be good, you have to like study a lot. And if you don't enjoy studying, it's like work. You know, it's like work to get better. In backgammon, hopefully people who are getting better like actually like learning about this stuff. But in backgammon, it's like less memorization and more positional judgment and understanding the concepts. In Scrabble, there's a lot of strategy too, but over 50% of it, I think, is just like memorizing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Will, what's his name? Right. Yeah, I know that guy. Will Anderson? He just puts a bunch of good Scrabble videos out. Oh, there's also another guy, Mac Meller. He's a top player also, and so he has like a lot of content out there. So since I kind of gave it up, I don't really watch his stuff anymore. But if he's very entertaining and he has some good tips on how to play. So I think those are the two. Maybe those are the two main Scrabble guys out there. But yeah, Will Anderson's videos are very good. They're more interesting. The stuff he goes over is like pretty interesting to even like casual Scrabble players. Mm, yeah, yeah. Backgammon I find is a lot more it's a lot more fun to study than Scrabble is. But maybe I don't know. Maybe people enjoy studying words, learning a lot of stuff. Like I enjoy playing, and I would enjoy being good at it. I don't enjoy getting to the point where I wouldn't enjoy the process up to getting good. In backgammon, I enjoyed that process up to getting good. You know. Anyways, all right. It was 24-13. Okay, yeah, you're doing a great job escape. Did you just like come home without any problem here? Yeah, this is slightly wrong, I think. You did the normal thing where you clear the 8 points. So usually that's safest. Actually, on appeal, the computer likes your play. I was thinking like this would be better because it's probably going to be more efficient down the line. Maybe this gets hit. Maybe this gets hit a little more though. I don't know. Okay, so here the plus eval. I'm sorry. Let's go back to 4-ply. Okay, so let's consider 2 plays. Let's consider clearing the 8 and 7-3, 7-2. 4-ply likes 7-3, 7-2. Plus eval likes your play of clearing the 8. Plus changes his mind and wants to do this. So what do you think the rolla is going to say? Like it's swapped back and forth. You have one fewer point to clear your play, and that's the normal thing when you're trying to come home safely, right? You want to get rid of the back point when you can. Here, though, this is a little bit of an exception in that if you keep the 8 point, it's not like you're going to be leaving a shot there realistically. Like, say you do the Rollo play. Like, how are you leaving a shot? Seriously, how are you leaving a shot on the 8 point? So it's not like hard. In other words, it's not hard to clear that later. And I thought maybe you end up more efficient down the line because after your play, every 6 you roll has to go to the ace points. At least here, you can maybe put one of them on the 2 point, you know. Yeah, roulette does like 3 and 2. But, you know, it's all very close. It's fine. It's fine. So, like, prepare for the joker you want when it's this good and fast. Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking about the jokers, really. I was just thinking about, like, I don't know. Okay, so is it pretty clear that, like, you're going to end up with more checkers on the 1 point on average if you do this versus this? And so it's likely going to just be more efficient in general to do this, maybe. On the other hand, your play gets a checker on the 4 point right away, which is pretty efficient. Anyways, you rolled tremendously, and it's not close, and you win. So what's the points race like? Am I gonna miss the playoffs? Maybe. So we can probably go to it, right? Club standings. And this is for all years. Kind of wish I played more earlier, but I was just kind of busy doing other stuff. Okay, no, I'm in it. I'm tied. Is this including today's tournament? Because if it is, I'm tied. I'm tied with you and Paul. Got a 3-way tie for 4th. Oh yeah, yeah, Dave and Frank are only up 1 and 2 points on all of us. So yeah, it's very close. Okay, I'm feeling okay. I can maybe. I'm hoping to sneak in there. No, it's not. I think it's I don't know. It's probably more likely than not, but I'm not a huge favorite. We have another month and a half of tournaments, 4 to 6 tournaments maybe. Yeah, good. Yeah, Dougie's. I can't imagine Dougie won't make it. But yeah, everyone else. It's exciting. Everyone else can make it. Even John could just go on like a nice little streak. Steve is probably out of it, I would say. 6 weeks left. Okay, good. Yeah, I would not count John out then. Well, we shall see. I want to defend my title from last year. All right, well, I'm going to take off actually. But this was fun. Yeah, thanks for chatting, Brad. Yeah, congrats on the win. Congrats on sneaking into 4th with the rest of us, I guess.